Hi, everybody. It's May 3rd, 2025, and this is take two. For some reason, it didn't record the first time. I can't imagine why. In a previous video, I mentioned the media request from Professor SamVaknin on his channel that he was contacted by a director or producer wanting to do a documentary on victims of financial fraud, the psychology of the victims, and psychology of the perpetrators. So I submitted mine and I already received a response back, but I wanted to record his message in case you want to contact him so you get a better idea of what he's looking for. So here we go.
Yesterday, I have had the pleasure of talking to a documentary filmmaker and his assistant from France, TV Monde, I think. And they're making a documentary about financial fraud, con artists, con men, swindlers, scammers, and so on and so forth, with emphasis on the psychology of these people, and even more importantly, the psychology of the victims. Now, they were under the impression that I am a medical doctor. I am not a licensed or practicing physician, or that I'm a clinician. And I'm not a clinician. I'm not a therapist, and I'm not a psychiatrist. I am a professor of clinical psychology. I teach psychology. I do not treat patients. I don't work with patients. Now, I'm saying all this because this is exactly what they're looking for. So, if you have been the victim of financial fraud and abuse, or if you as a clinician have had the opportunity to work with such a victim, please contact me and I will put you in touch with the documentary filmmakers. Of course, on condition that you're willing to appear in such a documentary. Okay? So write to me at samvaknin@gmail.com, samvaknin@gmail.com, and I will forward your emails to the documentary filmmakers in France. My name is SamVaknin. I'm the author of Malignant Self-Love, Narcissism Revisited, and as I've already mentioned like 9 times, I'm a professor of psychology, not a physician, and not a clinician.
Okay, so now you have a better idea of what he's seeking, and just for the record, I already contacted him and received a response very quickly, within 24 hours. So that's the first thing. Now, the second thing, these are some responses that I received from subscribers. One was, a couple of them were a little disturbing. I'm going to mention them. Normally I wouldn't, but it kind of baffles the mind. This is a person who I looked at a channel and alleges to be a targeted person. One second, I've got to get my battery here. So, alleges to be a targeted person. And I received these very bizarre messages. So, let's see here. Oh, I also received a response from Senator Mitch McConnell. I guess about within the last month, I wrote to a couple of senators with regard to my real estate mobbing situation here. And I received a response finally today. Dear Miss Valente, thank you for contacting my office. I appreciate your taking the time to make me aware of your views. Each and every day I work hard to earn your trust and fight for Kentucky in the United States Senate. As Congress continues to address the challenges facing our nation, I will remember your thoughts and concerns. Only with the input of active and informed citizens like yourself can the United States Senate address the issues affecting our country. Rest assured, I will keep your thoughts in mind as the 119th Congress proceeds. Again, I appreciate your active and informed participation in our democratic process. Oh my goodness gracious. Here you go. All right. Next. That was, so personalized. 1 second. So now these are some responses that I received from some subscribers. Now, I don't know who this person is. Z Bubs, Bubs, Z Bubs. Now this is under my gag orders and NDAs infrared in your neighbors and a picture worth 1,000 words. So there were actually 3 comments. One of them I deleted because I thought it was just really obnoxious. I actually deleted them all. But 2 of them came into my email. And one of them was that he's got this perverted obsession with me and going through my channels because he wanted to see what my body looked like. Okay, so he found me at the feral cat colony back in New Jersey. Had the mindset to comment on that picture, but then has the audacity to ask this personal question. I don't know what goes through people's minds. He said, did you take custody? Now, mind you, I'm in my 60s now. My daughter's in her mid-30s, okay? Did you take custody of your daughter and make him pay support? What does your daughter think of him? Does she believe you're being targeted? Is she targeted? You know what my response is? It's none of your damn business. Okay? Next. And then there's another comment. I'm so sorry for asking so many questions. I just thought of one more. Does your ex still pay you? Did you know it was a mistake to marry him before you married him? And then got him to pay for your living for the rest of your life? How do you make money? 1, none of your damn fucking business. And 2, I worked my ass off my entire life. And no, my ex-husband didn't support me. I always supported my own self. In fact, I supported a lot of the financial mistakes that he made during the marriage. Like drinking alcohol, doing drugs, gambling. Okay, so there you go. And it's none of your damn business. How do you have the audacity in a public forum to ask these very personal questions? Are you a perp? Okay, for all of you sleuths out there, do you know Z Bubs? Claims to be a targeted person. Okay, and you know what? It doesn't matter what my body looks like. That's also none of your damn business, and the fact that you go searching through my videos looking for it tells me you're a damn stalker or a pervert. Next. Okay, now, there was a very astute comment made, and let me just find it, on the interview with Regulus. And let me see if I can find it here. It was a comment left about how they're surveilling how they're surveilling me on my property or other methods of surveilling people, period. I wasn't sure if it was directed towards me or just in response to the ways that people surveil you and stuff. So, and I also wanted to mention, somebody says my comments keep disappearing. If you leave me a comment with a URL, your comment will be disappeared. First by YouTube, it will be held for review, and then by me. I do not accept URLs to my channel. I don't post URLs to my channel unless I'm making reference to somebody's YouTube channel. YouTube does not like URLs, period. And what was I going to say? And I don't want URLs on my channel without my permission. If you have something that you think that the subscribers would be interested in, you could send it to me privately. And as Regulus says, that my email address is all over the place. That's not good. So I am not going to be posting my email address anymore inside the description section of all of my emails, because not my emails, my videos, because that means every time I upload a video, my email address is there. However, the email address will be on the main page, and you have to go through their little routine where you click on that you're not a robot, and then it will show you my email address, okay? So this is the unique comment that I received on Regulus's interview, the technology interview today, or I should say yesterday. They put your phones on virtual device. They put laser cameras around your property in the tops of trees that are solar powered, and they have a phone card in them. So whoever has the number can call that camera, and your GPS tells the laser where to go. They power them by police solar radars also, but it can go through walls and humans. They also use LRAD and homemade microwave guns. Did you hear that? Homemade microwave guns. And drones are equipped with them too. Racing drones. They're really fast and tiny. So I'm going to read that again, and thank you, Mary Ann. 4 hours ago, posted a response, and let me see, I think some people responded to it. Oh, somebody commented, is there any way to find their little cameras on the top of trees? So I'm going to repeat what she said. They put your phones on a virtual device. They put laser cameras around your property in the tops of trees that are solar powered. Those cameras have a phone card in them. I guess, you know, sort of like a SIM card or something like that. So whomever has the number can call the camera and get your GPS. And then it tells the laser where to go. They power them by police solar radars also. But it can go through the walls. You know, it's through the wall radar. And humans. They also use LRAD and homemade microwave guns and drones equipped with them. Racing drones. They're really fast and tiny. Well, that's interesting. They're really fast and tiny. Well, I see things that look like bats flying around. Maybe they're really drones. I know there are bats around here. I have found bats, you know, stuck in the buildings or dead. So I know that there are definitely bats around here, but they could be drones too. So I'm trying to think, there's something else here that was in my inbox that I wanted to mention. Okay, so Gabriel sent me a part 1 and part 2. And again, this, I may or may not start to read some of it on the channel. I'm not sure. I haven't read through it yet because I just haven't had time today. But he was kind enough to send me a PDF book. He sent me part 1 and part 2 because the file is 570 pages long. But I was able to attach both of them to Regulus for him to review and see if it was of interest to him. So it's called Extreme Privacy, 5th edition. It's a PDF book. Michael Bazell has helped hundreds of celebrities, billionaires, and everyday citizens disappear completely from public view. Many of his previous books about privacy were mostly reactive, and he focused on ways to hide information, clean up online presence, and sanitize public records to avoid unwanted exposure. This textbook is proactive. It is the complete guide that he would give to any new client in an extreme situation. It leaves nothing out and provides explicit details of every step he takes to make someone completely disappear, including legal documents and a chronological order of tasks. For many, this is the only manual needed to secure a new private life. Digital PDF available at the Intel Techniques website. And thank you, Gabriel. I did download it. I sent it to Regulus, and I haven't had time to look at it. 570 pages long. But I will pull up part 1 right now and show you guys what it looks like. In case you're interested in receiving it, you can email me. I'll attach it for you. But he did say that it's at that website, so you can go directly to the website and look it up. It is Extreme Privacy. It's entitled Extreme Privacy. And I have to say, even before I read it, it's very difficult to probably do a lot of the things that this book is recommending. If you've got friends, if you're a family, if you have a business online, if you've got an online presence, it's going to be very difficult to make yourself disappear. But what I have noticed is there are YouTube creators that have disappeared. And it's not that they've disappeared from the planet. They have deliberately disappeared. Just the way some targeted people are no longer posting. Extreme Privacy, What It Takes to Disappear, 4th edition by Michael Bazzell. Copyright 2022. And let me just scroll down here. The table of contents. And let me just increase this because it's tiny print here. In the table of contents, there are, on Chapter 1, computers, mobile devices, digital life, home network, ghost addresses, nomad residencies, legal infrastructure, vehicles, temporary housing, home purchase, payments, utilities, services, employment, pets, death considerations, requests, freezes and removals, beyond extreme, damage control, physical privacy and security, My Success and Failures by Jane Doe, My Success and Failures by Jim Doe, My Success and Failures by Mary Doe, and My Successes and Failures by John Doe, conclusion, at page 503. And then Michael Bazzell investigated computer crimes on behalf of the government for over 20 years. During the majority of that time, he was assigned to the FBI's Cyber Crimes Task Force, where he focused on various online investigations and open source intelligence, which is OSINT, collection. As an investigator and sworn federal officer through the United States Marshal Service, he was involved in numerous major criminal investigations, including online child solicitation, abduction, kidnapping, cold case homicide, terrorist threats, and advanced computer intrusions. He has trained thousands of individuals in the use of his investigative techniques and privacy control strategies. After leaving government work, he served as the technical advisor for the first season of the television hacker drama Mr. Robot. His books, Open Source Intelligence Techniques and Extreme Privacy, are used by several government agencies as training manuals for the intelligence gathering and privacy hardening. He now hosts weekly privacy, security, OSINT show, and assists individual clients in achieving ultimate privacy, both proactively and as a response to an undesired situation. More details about his services can be found at inteltechniques.com. Let me show you. Okay, so you might be able to download this document there rather than email me. But if for some reason you're not able to locate it, you can email me, and you most of you have my email address already. Okay, so he's got an introduction about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, etc. So I'm going to end here. I look forward to questions and comments down below. And, you know, whether you're a targeted person or not, I think that YouTube creators, at least for me, I'm here to share information and education and help people that think that they may be targeted, that don't know that they're targeted, and provide you with useful interviews, testimonies, articles, and research. If I post some of my personal information on the videos as a reference or analogy, etc., that's what I choose to do. But if you start asking me these really deeply personal questions that are none of your damn business, I'm just going to call you out on it. Sometimes I'll just ignore you, delete you, whatever, but because you left so many comments and were just so disgusting about searching for what I physically look like, it's none of your damn business, okay? And you've now been blocked, so goodbye. So anyway, this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. I'm going to sign off for now, and I hope everybody's doing well as you can be under the circumstances.